everyone, and welcome to the 9th round of Cityliga 15 here from the open configuration Aston International, based off of a combination of Aston Grand Touring and some of Aston Historic, and some other sections. John Palmer and Dominic Engel here, and Dom, it's with the MRT here. You know, fast track Aston is, MRT will be stretched to its limits speed-wise.
Yeah, pretty much. You can. I thought you couldn't actually go faster than 176 in an MRT, but you can actually reach up to 180 here, which is very, very fast for a 600cc 68 bhp engine. It's gonna be certainly a challenge to not fall asleep down a straight still, because, well, power-wise, you're not on the great end of things.
15-minute qualifying session, standard LFS format, just starting now, and you'll see him nicknamed throughout the races TR Zeus. That is the famous Nicky Jakovic, wearing for Team Rock Racing car number 6, one of the championship contenders here.
Yeah, shoot, he's third in line. Well, of those cars who've left the pits, now second. He's currently, I think he's either leading the standing or second by a very small amount of points. That's pretty much between those two for the championship, and this is the penultimate round of the season. But yeah, there's no room for mistakes anymore now. Everything that happens from now on and later counts. This will certainly be a very hard track to do a good qualifying lap on. It's very long, your tyres barely heat up at all in the MRT, even with the R1s. So yeah, there will be quite big time gap between runners here today.
I'm just looking at the points tables. Schulze leads by, he's got a total of 1,154 points compared to Nicky's 1,136.
It's 18 points, if I'm not wrong. Very small margin, and well, with 2 races still to go. Of course, we have 2 races in this event today, 2 11-lap sprint races, which actually take over half an hour due to the long lap with a small car, or slow car rather.
About a 3-minute lap here, Aston International.
Now I've seen the times be in the 11s, 3-minute 11s. So it's going to take quite a while.
Grid 1 here, the fastest of them all. Apparently not enough attempted to qualify from Grid 1 itself, so they promoted, what was it, 5 up from Grid 2 and Grid 1 for today.
Yeah, well, I kind of suspect this combo wouldn't be too popular. It's certainly not a very common combo. Then Cityliga is known for running casual combos like GTRs at AS3 or something like that. I mean, last race was GTRs at SO5R, which isn't really used often.
Yep, so watching Nicky as he heads through turn 1. And this is the Aston Club section. Then instead of going left and then quickly right, like Club would, you turn left, join the cadet circuit. Coming to that, the notorious, what would be Aston North last/first corner. It's got an interesting bump basically right at the apex, that corner.
it can upset your car quite badly, especially in the MRT, which has very small wheelbase, narrow track and narrow tyres, so yeah, it's very easy to get that corner wrong in this car.
Yep, and you go up the corkscrew, up Eau Rouge as it were, and down the Aston Grand Prix area through the chicane. Quick left and then a long right, bring you onto pretty wide curve, so a little forgiving. At least in this car, you don't have as much risk of running wide. And long through a 180-degree right-hander. It's kind of tricky. You sometimes want to get on the power early in the corner, but you can't because you'll end up oversteering. It does seem to kind of be a little off camber on the latter half of that corner.
I guess they actually have to run quite a bit of understeer in these setups today, because otherwise the car's just too unstable in the long corners. So it's very important to not slide, because usually you spin, because yeah, the contact patch of tyres is very small and the wheelbase, as I said, is very, very short. So, it's all about keeping it balanced, really. Nicky locks up to the hairpin, bit of a slide.
Yep, the Aston North hairpin. So essentially following Aston North for most of the lap.
It's more like Aston North with the club section added to it.
Yes.
Bit of quick chicane, a bit of a drift.
Again, telepitting is allowed in this session.
It is, yes.
Yes, so a driver can telepit and rejoin freely.
Not even
of course,
so
that
many
would
people
equate to about a
it.
3.5 minute outlap.
That and the fact that you just need forever to even get remotely any heat into your tyres. First time 3:12.28 from Nicky. Which immediately gets beaten by Shooty with 3:12.15. Should see everyone, who wants to have a shot at pole here, driving around for the next 8 minutes remaining in session.
Yeah. Oh, and you'll notice that we did start a little late. Our partners on the German commentary side had some issues getting their kit live. Had to take a little extra time to sort it out, but they finally appear to have joined the live world.
I just noticed something very random. The whole rear axle of the MRT doesn't have a shadow, but the rear light does. Which I find is amazing.
Now, one thing, if for people who don't know, the MRT is actually based off of the real McGill Racing Team
MRT.
MRT.
It actually is a real.
Well, it is. Yes, that's true. Well, I say based off of it because LFS, it's simulating real-world physics as much as can, so it's not exactly like it,
It's probably much closer to the BF1 cough. Even with all that stability setup thing, barely anyone has got any front tire heat, or any front tire heat that would be worth mentioning.
Yep. You may see some funnier cameras than you might be used to from a broadcast. Again, it's open configuration, so you do run into a little bit of difficulties getting TV Direct to work because there are no nodes by default, and that's how it works, the nodes in the track, and it knows where the cars are. So when it's an open config, you don't have the path file that LFS would otherwise have.
You also don't have 2/3 of the FPS you would normally have. There's loads of the whole track at once, not just the area you're driving on.
So So Schulte currently on provisional pole.
Yeah, he's currently, well, on his second lap.
3:12.15.
He's currently 0.12 up on Nicky in the third split. On his second time lap. Ooh, bit of a slide in the last corner. Yeah, Nicky is now 3:11.31, Schutte 3:11.51, so yeah. That shows you how much one bad corner can cost you in this car. 3/10 gone, straight away basically.
Then Barnick on a 3:12.29, so almost a whole second between first and third here.
I think he had a big twitch on his lap when I switched through the car. I think I saw it, but I can't even remember where it was. Really not much between drivers on this track. If you get something wrong, then it instantly costs you a few tenths.
Absolutely. One thing let's have to remind people about the MRT, it's got a motorbike engine. So if you're in neutral, you have to shift down to get first gear, then up.
Yeah, also you don't have reverse gear, it's got a problem if you're facing the wall.
Yes, exactly. And we've got someone off in the wall, the top of the corkscrew. I'm going to guess it was Jan Ole, as he just spectated and is now rejoined the track.
Yeah, you have absolutely no other choice than doing that, unless someone helps you out of that misery. You've got to either spectate or, well, I don't know. You can't actually do anything else if you're facing the wall.
And apparently stream has just seen number 73, Blackie, spin.
Sometimes people spin in these cars on purpose in qualifying just to heat their tyres up. It's the only good side effect of spinning in this, in the MRT, since the tyres are concrete, you know, they're the softest slick compound out there. Again, the battle for pole. Nicky coming up to the last corner again on his third lap now. This is penultimate attempt. The split was a bit faster last split than it was in the previous lap.
3 laps, it seems, so he does go faster. Schulte coming across the line now. 3:11.66, so he cannot improve. He's got one last try to... Barnick now takes second, leaps over Schulte with a 3:11.21.
As we expect them to just make one mistake, another person gets in that line, you're instantly going to lose a lot of time.
On board, Barnick.
Also, he actually hit the head. he won't get another attempt in a lap. Shooty rather good first sector, or first split rather. Already 0.02 down on Nicky.
Yep, so 10 seconds left in the session. You're not on a lap now, or about to be within the next few seconds. You are on your last one. So Nicky heading through the sweeping corners in the north section.
It's kind of a boring section of track because everything's flat out. You can only lose time here, you can't gain any. Through the hairpins, not as flamboyant as it was through there in the past laps. Extra point for flamboyance there. No drifty action. It's cost him time actually. He's gained, I think, a good 10 on him in that third sector. Ooh, almost loses it onto the grass. Yeah, nicking around the last corner. Let's see what this is gonna be.
.3:10.97. Oh! 3:10.96 by 1/100th of a second.
Wow, that's what I call close. The poll isn't 100% decided yet. Well, a few people could maybe still beat it, but even though no one's come close yet.
So Maeve now, Maverick coming out of. He's not yet. I don't see it. Oh yeah, he's down 14th. See if he can improve it all on his last lap. He'll pop up a few more positions, up to 7th with a 3:13.4. DD 3:15.55, stuck on that time. Now Blackie comes out of the final corner. See if he can improve from his 13th place. Also Joker from Heroes of Racing. Blackie pops up a few more positions with a 3:14.77. And Joker 3:13.91, so he does improve his time, but not his position on the last lap. And Devil. FFR Devil 3:14.36. So 3-minute break before the lag lap for the race. So qualifying results.
2 races.
Yes, 2 11-lap races today. So qualifying results: Schulte taking pole in the last seconds of qualifying, 3:10.96, 3:10.97 for Zeus as it, Nicky Jakovic. Barnick third with 3:11.21, 3:12.40 for Just Racing's Papax. Pat Cubini in 5th, 3:12.77. Burnout Cruz Arrow 3:12.80. Excites Maverick 3:13.40, 3:13.83 for Excites Andy. Heroes of Racing Joker 3:13.91 9th, 10th Devil 3:14.36. Blackie in 11th, 3:14.77, improving a couple positions at the end of the session. Ascana B 12th, 3:14.89. Jan Ole 13th with a 3 minutes 15.04. DD 3:15.55. Mensafest 15th, 3:15.56. And 16th and last, Dietmar 3:15.93.
It's almost 5 seconds covering, well, all 16 cars today. Only 16 cars, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we got Okay, but with the lap so long, will we even see any lapping?
If nothing goes wrong, or if no one has a crash and has to pay for damage, then probably not. I would think, but you never know what happens. Yeah, and if you're 5 seconds slow, of course, over the course of 11 laps, you still are less than a minute behind, so on a 3-minute lap, that is not a lap. Yeah, we shouldn't see any lapping in these 11 lap sprints. Hard enough combo as it is, I mean, you shouldn't really have to worry about stuff like lapping traffic, but I think what is going to play a major part on the start of the race is drafting with this car, obviously, because it's got such low top speed. And we have three straights are actually plenty, well, long enough really to make that happen.
Now, with the long straights, will we see much separation with the people that are close on time, or will they be all together, considering they can get massive drifts?
That is the whole idea of this combo, really, that you can't get away from each other. That's why it was 2 11-lap sprints to make it even, well, more intense, really, with the gaps. But of course, if you are 5 seconds on that off, you probably can't keep up with the leaders. But those in the top 5, I'm pretty sure they could keep together very close if they wanted to.
So lag lap now, they will do part of a lap just to
crash into each other.
Yes, get some jitters out, see what they have to sort out here. Maybe use it to test what they're going to try on the start, or sandbag, just to not let their cars out too early.
I think Nicky kind of was paying attention. Green light when the lights were green. Lost 4 positions.
Yeah, he was slow to get off, so I don't know if that was just so he was not going to show it. Oh, he gets nearly crashed.
The straight contact. Oh, is it Maverick? Come on. All gone wrong already, but it's not the race, so... Okay, so that's enough crashing for that lap. Now it's the real deal.
Alright, here we go. Schulte on pole. He's on the left-hand side of the track. Nicky, second right. So he would be on the inside for turn 1. But of course, these grid spots are about 12 meters apart. So they've got a good distance, so it's a clean start for him.
Should get the better start. Nicky's going to be drafted by Barnick.
Yep, up through the gears on a long run down to turn number 1. Barnick comes to the outside of
These
Nicky.
might actually get Schulte's draft, but straight is a bit too short.
On the binders for turn number 1.
Barnick, very good turn 1. He's right with the leader now.
And we're clean through
Clean
turn 1.
so far, yeah. And now is a bit of a
Tricky
harder
turn 2.
here.
Schulte goes wide. It was double apexing that corner. So Barnick in second. Nicky drops back to third on the start.
This corner will probably change a few things. Oh, a bit of a twitch from Schulte.
Oh, and Cubini gets onto the grass and spins. Pat Cubini has spun coming out of turn number 3.
Ooh, Schulte has a big twitch over the second curb in a Rouge, and he's gonna surely be passed down the straight by Barnick.
Barnick makes the move to the left-hand side of Schulte. Side by side heading into the chicane. Schulte, come couple wheels on the grass. Be a little nervous. So Barnick takes the lead.
Yeah, but he has a draft against this whole concept of not separating from each other kind of works out just now. Barnick runs wide to whatever corner that is. Gonna be hard to stick with him through these kind of twisty turns, even with the draft the MRT has, since the LFS drafting is just far too pronounced.
But this area is really only a one-line area. You can't really go side by side, can you? Schulte does make a move to the inside.
Whoa!
Oh, he gets a side right in front of Barnick.
That was
And Nicky's off! Nicky's off! Nicky is going off. He is now. He must have fired in the 10
places.
And Schulte has gone around at the north hairpin.
Oh, Joker off into the inside of the north hairpin, and now Nicky's down in 12th.
Drops back to 14th now after the split.
A bit of a mistake from Barnick. There's a shoot. He's now out of the slipstream zone.
Yep, and Papax has Barnick's draft.
Just one mistake leads to another. Nothing's just happening on its own. Yeah. Of course, remember these races. It's two 11-lap races with half points awarded for each. So at the moment it's looking quite good for Shooty still, though, even with that. Because it's going to be hard for Nicky to make up from where he is.
And also remember top 8 reversed for race 2. Which currently would put Blackie on pole for race 2 if things finish as they run now.
But this bottom end of the top 10, they are quite close actually. We see Menza Fest fighting with Jan Ole for 10.
Jan Ole goes a little wide out of turn 1. Gives Menza Fest a bit of a run, but he's on the outside for turn 2. Also keep in mind, it is an open configuration, so the lap count you will not see on your LFS TV director. We're on lap 2 of 11 now. Jan Ole hold off Mensa Fest.
And in front of that we have fight for 7, three-way fight.
Yep, that's gonna be Devil and Blackie, 3 wide into the North Chicane. Side by side. Blackie sticks to the inside.
From Devil. Unloaded his inside tyres there a bit and almost started sliding. Now Devil's going to be the last
stick it up the inside.
Devil looks a bit wide, touching the inside curve. This is gonna go well.
And Nicky's coming up on this battle, so we're about to have a 4-way battle here. Jan Ole also with this, we could have a 5-car battle. You're watching it all from Nicky, 3 cars up ahead.
Especially through here, you can cost each other a lot of time fighting like this. I think they're trying to go 3 wide here through the turn leading into the north hairpin, so that's not a very fast way of going around the map. Here's Nicky already, but he's almost got
what a mistake that's gonna be.
Would have passed him out one turn, but he's just kind of a bit of a disturbance to this car because he's wrapped up all the cover.
Jan Ole, the car that's ready to pick up the pieces that are left if some people get the car. And Nicky hits Blackie, Blackie spun!
Was a bit over eagerness from Nicky there.
Yep, Pat Cubini in this. Warning issued to Nicky for that.
tried to take the corner a bit quicker there than he could behind that car.
Yep, Kibini and Jan Ole.
They could actually draft each other up to the back of Nicky now. Well, no, you can't actually.
So now Nicky up into 8th place. He'd be first for race 2 if it ended now. We're only in lap 3. Remember, these are 3:14 laps so far they're running.
Oh, we've got side by side for third. Third and for 5th.
Yep, Papax and Mav side by side. Looks like Maverick is taken 3rd.
That's a very nice couple of haystacks there. They could run wide into if they don't pay attention.
Barnick back down to a half second behind Schulte, so we'll need to keep an eye on if these leaders get back together in action. So Nicky's actually worked his way up into 7th now. He's got clear track ahead of him.
Oh, and we've got fight for the lead.
Yep, Barnick and Schulte side by side into the north chicane.
Again, but the problem is the outside is just better into the corner. Oh, shoot, he slides! Just but holds it just. Actually, still in a draft.
Barnick into slide, yes.
Shoot, he's right back where he was the last time in this situation. He's a lot closer now.
Yeah, he'll have to back off a little bit if he wants to get a nice drafting run.
He backs up again. He thinks better off going for that corner. He's probably going to try and have braking for a hairpin. Going side by side into there. There we go. That's going to be a bit of a dive.
Right.
Oh, but Barney kind of covers it.
Barnick runs wide!
Ooh, until
he slide, it almost spins into the path of Schulte. That makes Schulte have to get off the gas.
I mean, in these cars you have to be so conservative. If something happens in front of you, you really have to slow down. If you get hit, you instantly almost start spinning with control.
Oh, and Andy! Next-side Andy goes off coming out of the chicane back onto the club track, so he loses that position. And that'll let Nicky catch up some time.
Yeah, I mean, we're unbelievably just finishing the 3rd lap of 11. It seems like it's gonna take forever. Shoot, you lost 1.3 seconds to the car behind him on this lap to Maverick.
Last lap for Arrow was 3:13.89, and the last lap for Nicky was 3:12.68.
He's probably the fastest car on track right now. Well, not really, because Maverick went fast on the lap before that, but he's certainly recovering from his off earlier. Probably a bit of a unhappy Nicky at the moment. A bit of rage driving going on.
A lot of drivers get in every once in a while. Yanole spun off in turn 2. Drop kicks him back to 13th on lap 4 of 11.
Yeah, so, well, it's not actually as, well, it's quite a lot more spread out than I thought it would be. The big time gaps.
Yep, if the race were over now, which of course it's several laps away from being that, Kibini would be on pole, Nicky would be 2nd, Excite Andy would be 3rd. And Barnick would start 8th.
It'll be hard starting in the midfield for whoever, well, gets a starting spot for winning this race. In the midfield, you will find it a lot harder judging people's movements across the track and where they brake and everything.
And you get these slower people ahead of you, which, you know, they're not going to be willing to give the positions easy because, well, one, they don't have to. So it could hold you up a little bit and make keep things a little closer.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen things like that in quite a lot of leagues. Like ITCC, for example.
Ooh, Schulte runs a little wide.
Or is there someone timing out? It's Maverick's timing out, looks like.
Yep, he stopped in the
Yeah, that's
cadet
got 10
entry area.
seconds lag and timed out, so that's
That's
another
unfortunate
place.
for him.
Oh, Arrow spins out of the chicane.
And now he'll drop back to 8th.
Is he just gonna end up?
He'll be 7th.
No,
technically.
yeah. Nicky, I think, just gained 2 places
Yes.
within the space of 2 corners by doing absolute nothing.
Yep, and now Arrow being hassled up the back by Devil.
And he should easily get a draft down the straight.
Yep, here he goes. He chooses to go to left. Arrow takes the tucks to the right. Tries to tuck in, but Devil is not far enough alongside yet. Oh, and Arrow breaks late, and it looks like he'll hold that position for now.
Yeah, third one is really hard corner to spot your braking point for because it's just so wide and off camber as well, so it's very, very hard. Preferably we want to be on the inside really for that, not on the outside.
And a battle just behind those two between Ascona B and Joker. Going up the hill. Maverick rejoins after his timeout. So Joker gets a little loose coming off the top of the chicane.
Oh yeah, he's a bit loose, yeah.
Arrow starts to pull a gap back out over Devil.
He's got some nice tire temperature now, from what it's been. At least in the race, no one's got any front tire temperature really.
Yep. And Nicky now catching Excite Andy. Going through the 180-degree north corner.
Let's just hope he doesn't punt him off again, like with Blackie. Could probably end up in the post-race protest, you never know.
Yes. That definitely cost Blackie several positions. That drop kicked him back to 12th.
Had no fault in that, isn't it either, so... It's, well, maybe some people who followed the Cityliga a bit. He didn't make himself a favourite last round either, so... And yeah, as it is, just report. Oh, Andy makes a mistake for a chicane and Nicky is through.
So it's another position he picks up by doing pretty much nothing.
Exactly. Well, he's
Which
done
is
something,
actually, if
not
you're
run to
perfectly
the back.
honest, if I'm perfectly honest, that's not a bad way to pick up positions.
Certainly a better way than running people off the track.
Barnick sets a fast lap of 3:11.32, and Joker is off. So here Racing Joker ran wide, recovers. that drops him back from 10th to about 13th, so that'll lose him about 3 positions. So Nicky's last lap 3:12.38. Just Popback's last lap 3:17.54. Must have had some sort of off or problem on that lap.
Yeah, that's actually quite a slow lap time. Probably had a close to almost spin. It's actually the only one with some front tire temperature.
Schulte losing time to Barnick overall, it seems.
He's lost them in the last 3 laps. He's now actually back on his pace. It's not over yet. I mean, just do one mistake and you lose so much.
Yeah, we're on lap 6 of 11, 5 complete, 6 to go.
Nicky's a lot closer to shooting now, probably a lot closer than he wanted him to be. I mean, this is crucial stuff here. I mean, that's the race for the championship, isn't it?
Yeah, and actually good job by Nicky to get up as far as he has. You know, one of the overtakes possibly protested, but apart from that, he's done pretty good to keep himself on the track when others have been falling off. That's how he's gained a lot of positions.
Yeah, but you never know. He could just as much make a mistake himself and lose 5 or 6 positions. He already has, to be honest.
Well, as you said so eloquently earlier in the broadcast, it'll be a challenge to stay awake on the long straights.
Yeah, it's certainly gonna be a challenge. Oh, and Pat X is off.
Oh, and Nicky spun! Nicky spun again! He's lost 1 position.
Gonna lose. It's only 1 position, but a lot of time.
And Excite Andy has now gone up to 3rd. Papax fell off. Nicky fell off behind in sympathy. And Excite Andy comes up and picks up the scraps and gets himself onto the last step of the podium.
I think Nicky's probably gonna hate me now.
Who doesn't hate you?
Myself.
That doesn't count.
I know, but it makes me feel better.
Pats on head. So
yeah, that's commentator's curse there. Perfect example of it, Nicky.
So 3:18.75 was Nicky's last lap. His best lap at 3:12.37. So it's about a 5-6 second
loss. Yeah,
loss. Yeah,
certainly not going to help him.
It didn't even warm his tires that much.
It didn't help his fronts, who would have probably needed to eat more than anything. So. We're getting a bit twitchy. He's certainly. I wonder if he's gonna get into pressure a bit from Aaron Kabinji, from Patrick Kabinji there behind him.
That might happen. But the further back Nicky finishes in the top 8, the better he'll start the next race.
Well, yes, but I'm not sure that's gonna affect things so much. I think Nicky would rather finish on top now
and then
try and get through the field, rather than go off, get through the field, and then spin.
Kabini goes around the outside of Arrow going into the 180-degree north corner.
That's a bit of back corner, so it's possible there. Aero's going to have to draft again through the sweeps, and I mean we've seen passes made into the left-hander before the Michelin bridge. A second of two Michelin bridges actually. Which weren't Michelin bridges until 2006, but that's quite rapid. Noticed out of all the drivers for the Aston North hairpin, Nicky is the one who's probably the most aggressive on braking. He always locks his tyres through there.
Our directors just said in our ears about the Michelin Bridge comment. That's as random as saying that the Dunlop Bridge in Donington disappeared.
No, it was always a tyre bridge, but it used to be a chroma tyre bridge. All the tyre manufacturers and the BF1 and new Aston configs, Grand Touring and North got introduced in whatever patch that was. I think it was patch S or something like that, I don't remember.
And while we've been bantering about tyre bridges, Aero got past Kibini again.
He ran wide apparently. Maybe he sneezed, but it would be understandable. He's kept the ride low on his car to stop that from being a mess at least.
Last lap 3:12.21 from Nicky. Papax 3:13.35 and a 3:13.31 for Excite Andy. Papax is closing the gap to Andy, it looks like. It looks like Papax is taking a bit of a later apex, gets a straighter run out of the corner. Andy, on that last time through turn 2, ran a little wide on the exit. So Papax should have the draft.
Yeah, he should have the draft. I hope he doesn't use the draft of a second curb. It could end nasty. No, actually, yeah, he clearly lost out through that uphill chicane.
Target's so light over the crest anyway that if you haven't gone in right, your car won't float to the outside of the track properly and you'll run wide.
Or even worse, your rear wheels or your rear gets a bit loose. Then when
Kibini gets around Aero again in the draft on the long straight!
Oh!
Kibini slides and nearly gets punted!
I so saw that coming, that at some point it's going to happen in this race. But Aero isn't giving up, he's still right with him. Kibini's now got a decent amount of tyre temperature actually through all of that.
Yep. Aero gets a nice run in the draft.
He's actually going up the hill in 5th gear, not in 6th gear like Pat Kibini is. Maybe that's going to help him a bit in momentum. Certainly not able to dive bomb him into the hairpin from where he is now.
Oh, but one can always try.
At least not if he's not Sonic Realms GT1, which is a Skippy kind of quote. There's at least 2 car lengths back.
Up for third, Papax closing in again on Andy.
Ooh, Andy on the
both
grass.
run a little wide.
Behind them is
Kibini gets a twitch! Sorry, Kibini got a twitch coming out of that chicane.
He got a pretty red clutch somehow. Which I didn't really pay attention to. It's probably very bad flat shifting. 3:10.98 from the leader of Barnick, who you haven't seen for ages.
Papax a little too far back on the front stretch to get a really good tow. 3/100ths of a second faster on the whole of the lap there.
But very good braking into turn 1. first, and he struggled a bit on the engine, and actually had to slow down through middle almost to not run into his back end.
Bandy takes a nice tight line from turn 2 that time. Papax can't get close enough yet.
And he also lost a good 2/10 through that first sector. Nicky is actually again closing up.
Yeah, he's going to be so much faster than these two anyway. Cubini gets around Arrow again. It looks like he's well ahead now. No chance for a draft for Arrow.
Certainly going to be interesting. It's just amazing how smooth you gotta be to not lose time to the guy in front or behind. That little manoeuvre there from Papax, just clipping the gravel a bit over the edge of that curve, that already costs you half a 10. Even though it doesn't seem like much.
Tires look just a smidge warmer than Andy's on Papax's car.
It seems like he's running a bit more front camber to get heat into theirs.
Oh, he ran over the grass, and I think he was afraid to get on the power at the apex like it looked like he wanted to. And that's lost him a visibly great distance.
We're gonna see if Nicky can do something about those two being on the podium, or at least gain another position. Because he's actually a lot faster on this lap. He's done with Papax 3:30.39, Nicky 3:11.37, so that's 2 seconds. He's certainly close to 2 seconds already with 2 laps to go.
He's only 13.3 seconds behind Schulte, so Schulte has a problem. Takes long enough, it could be right together. Papax was wide in the curve.
And he's already got draft to 2, but don't want to draft to 2. Into a decreasing rate corner. Is he gonna go down the inside and hold it?
Yeah, Papax wanted to try and cut back, but Nicky...
Well, he's got the draft. He's got the draft.
Yeah, he'll have practice.
A pretty good turn 3, so no drafting action going on down here to turn whatever that is, the uphill chicane.
Let me turn 4. Now through turn 5 onto the north straightaway. Barnick leads by a good 4 or 5 seconds over Schulte here on the penultimate lap of race 1.
Well, the front two are probably pretty much fixed. I mean, we're not going to see any changes there, I hope.
Probably just cruising a little bit, trying not to make a mistake.
The problem is if you cruise, you lose about 20 degrees of tire temperature, which means that they will probably end up in about minus 280 degrees, which is actually colder than the coldest temperature possible, so that can't be possible.
Looks like, on a side note, Chris, our leader, set the fastest lap on the tracker that tracks the amount, or tracks that a driver does the required laps of practice before the race at a 3:10.7. So he comes into the final corner now. Barnick to start his final lap of race 1.
Then start 8th for second race. It's not, doesn't seem like the greatest reward.
Of course, Nicky would love to get 3rd place over Andy. He might do it. He'll be close on the last lap. He may need to do it about halfway around the lap. But if he can get 3rd, that's just less points that Schulte will gain on him. So final lap now for all the cars. 11 of 11. Last lap, a 12.85 for Andy and a 11.53 for Barnick. Last lap was a 13.62 for Schulte. So Schulte fairly off the pace.
Probably really just trying to bring second home because he knows he is.
Oh, Andy gets a slide on into turn 2. Not sure if that was intentional or not. To let Nicky catch up a bit.
Ooh, very slight into 3 again, and Nicky's right with him. Don't go side by side
into the uphill chicane. That's gonna no. Oh, they touch their both off. Nicky holds it straight. Andy gets a slide, loses all sorts of time, and Nicky into 3rd.
Well, that will be a tough blow for Schulte in 2nd. Doing that, Nicky's in 3rd. Just 1 spot behind him, which isn't a great difference in points, really.
Kibini up into 4th. Or 5th, excuse me.
Oh, Nicky
spun!
Nicky spins!
Right in front of Andy! He's now back! He's gonna lose to Kibini now!
4 places!
Down into 6th!
Wow, and I think... Oh, he crashes again!
I think he turned himself off.
Oh, what's that gonna mean? It means
he's down to 7th now.
He's 7th.
I think he's down in 7th
yeah,
now.
7th place now. I think I've cursed pretty much everyone today. Well... Wow, that's actually very much affecting the outcome of this race.
So Schulte will gain 18 points now if nothing further happens. Anyway, our leader, Chris Barnick, comes into the final corner. And after a pretty uneventful race for him, he led from lap 1.
He didn't lead from lap 1, but
well,
he
was up there.
Was one of the few to not make a mistake, actually.
Yes, so he comes out of 3rd. He'll win race 1 on the day.
Also with the fastest lap, I think.
Yep, so Schulte comes in 2nd. Andy and Kibini. And Papax and Arrow coming through the final corner. So Andy will come 3rd. Kibini 4th. 5th will be
right
Pax.
behind.
Not enough time. Arrow comes 6th. Arrow will come 6th.
Nicky in 7th.
Nicky in 7th.
That's 18 points. Well, 18 points.
He'll start 2nd
for Schulte
this next race. Lascana B will start 1st. Then now 9th, Devil. Metzafest 10th. 11th will be Blackie. Joker 12th. Coming out of the final corner now, Didi. Come across the line to take 13th. 14th, Jan Ole. Coming around now. Final corner, one more car. Dietmar is behind. He'll be the last car. He's still a good half a minute or so away. So Jan Ole 14th. And he spins himself across the line. And Dietmar coming out of the final corner now onto the main straight. Will be the last one to take the checker flag on race 1. So an interesting, to say the least, race.
A very much unexpected result. I thought Nicky would be on the podium 100%. It seems every time we said something about him, he made a mistake. Wow.
Oh, chat is now open. We'll have a few minutes break, obviously. Alright, going to try and take a quick look at what happened on the last lap here with Nicky. As you see, Thilo is loading up. Thilo Falkenberg, of course, our driver, or our streamer.
Actually, it has to be mentioned that Nicky said he felt so bad he'd spun in the next corner, so probably a bit of frustration involved there.
Yep, so, okay. Here we go. Nicky in third at this point.
The split thing shows fourth, since he hasn't crossed the split then. And he just drops it out of the left-right chicane and spins. Does a full 180-degree turn, but instantly gets it down into first gear and back going.
He gets back going quickly, but the speed difference at that point is just so huge.
In that corner would usually be flat out, and then he just loses it.
I think, yeah, he just turned himself off.
He almost takes out
the other guy. Yeah, Arrow.
That's a bit of a tough blow, really.
So we'll take another look. On board with Nicky here. It just runs a little wide, lapse in concentration or something. Just incredible. So you see everyone on the grid sorted out here.
So yeah, great sorting now for race 2. Top 8 reversed, as you can see, or not. If the stream is high quality enough, you probably will be able to spot that.
Yep.
He wants to spin 10 times. I don't think that will help him, but well.
As long as he doesn't spin anyone else out.
Oh yeah, I mean we've had plenty. Well, not plenty, but we've had that already.
Exactly.
We're not far away from the start for race 2, which with the top 8 reversed as said in standing start. I think there's a light lap again for race 2.
Not sure. Anyway, quick look at the grid. Also, we report Predator 1, Grid 2 in front of Alex and Wasserman. So the grid for Grid 1, Race 2 today. Ascana B starting on the pole. Nicky starting 2nd. Arrow 3rd. Papax 4th. 5th. Cubini. Excite Andy 6th. Schulte 7th. And Barnick the winner will start 8th. 9th. Devil. 11th. Mensafest. Blackie. Then Joker. Didi. Yanole. Dietmar. And Maverick, who timed out during race number 1.
Yeah, well, at least you've got a second chance to score some decent points. Or at least some points.
You must see the checkered flag to score points in City League.
Exactly, you have to finish the race, otherwise you don't score. Very much like in... I'm actually trying to think of a real life series that is the case, but I can't think of one.
Wait, that you must finish...
Yeah, in the Nürburgring 24 you have to cross the finish line to...
I think in V8 Supercars you have to actually take the checker flag, or at least after completing enough, and complete enough of the distance.
I think in VLN as well, but, well, yeah. Quite a lot of series to do it, but I just don't know any, so it's all my fault.
So once again you're watching the Cityliga 15 round number 9.
Yeah, everyone's being told to ready up. Start off race 2, or at least lap for race 2.
The last one we're waiting on.
That's closed, as you would expect.
Alright, here we go. 11 more laps, about another half hour.
Start with another crash lap to make it even more entertaining for any possible viewers out there.
Nick can get 10 of 10 spins he's going to do it on this lap.
I think you're only like reaching the end of second one, so it's very hard to spin 10 times. You've had to spin like twice by now, and he hasn't.
Now, of course, this might give us an idea how we can expect things to go on the first lap, because everyone seems to be going for it. Maybe they're going to test some things.
Shooting, bit of contact there from... It's not going to be easy from 7th place. Oh, and we already have the restart, so... Didn't get to try the crash physics. That's the real deal. That's going to be from pole.
Yep, here we go.
I wonder if Nicky's going to take the advantage from 2nd place. Well, he started actually in race 1 as well, ironically.
Yeah, he dropped back. Nicky this time tried to tuck in the draft almost immediately.
A much better start this time. Is
great start going to be. It's got to be going a little slow. But Pax tries to get around Arrow behind. Barnick just tucks in the draft. Schulte, he'll follow. So it's Nicky, Arrow, Cubini, Schulte, and Barnick all on the inside on the run to turn number 1. And we're clean through turn number 1 for everyone. And Nicky has the lead in the aftermath of turn 1. Arrow slides into turn 2 whenever he's just trying to do that. Get a little heat in the tire. Nicky runs
Vinci
wide.
over the grass. Very weird line for 2. Oh, and shoot, he's going to go around the outside? Not quite.
Nicky back to 4th now. The Pax on Asana B for the lead. Oh, and the Pax has gone off and he's into the wall.
I hope is he the right way around, or at least not facing? Yes. He could continue from where he is, at least.
Cubini in the draft of Nicky, and also Schulte and Barnick just behind this, side by side, heading into the North Chicane.
I mean, Cubini out of those 3 is the one who's got not much to lose, really. I think he's not that much involved in the championship battle.
Nicky covers defensive line. Tries the outside. We got Arrow just ahead. Oh, Cubini is very loose in front of
almost
Schulte.
spins into Schute's car. Look, it ended quite bad there.
Oh, Nicky spun again! Nicky spun and made contact with the Armco! And he's spectated. That is definitely
the championship. Is that the championship for it?
That would probably definitely be the championship. Nicky was under the belief that it would have been the championship already even before this race started.
He disconnects, yeah, that's that race.
It's gotta be still with the lead.
Probably a very big relief for Schulte just now. Which can also be quite putting, because if in these moments of joy he's still gonna stay concentrated. Like a certain person who managed to gain 10 places in IGTC within 30 minutes and then spun.
Will that be you?
Yes.
Congratulations. So on to the main straight. Will Ascana B lead a lap, or will Arrow get around him before the line? It looks like Arrow will get him just before the line, and he does.
Oh, Barnick in draft to Schulte as well. Making the outside. He should be far ahead of him by turn 1. Schute's back in the draft, and maybe he can counter that move with a nice late braking maneuver into the first corner. It looks like that. Take a nice tight line, but touching the inside curve on the most inside red tire, don't want to do that. Be side by side into turn 2, but Barnick thinks better off it.
Top 5 still pretty close together here. Yeah, back to the Nicky situation real quick. It was only, what would we say, about 12 points coming into the round.
It was
that last
obviously
race,
40, no not 40. Yes, 40 after this race.
Yeah, the last last race, it was, he was only 30 points. There are 200 points available over the combined 2 races. That's 100 per race. There was no way the championship was over, because you never know when someone will have a technical issues. We got 3 wide in the North Chicane. It's gotta be Cubini and Arrow. Arrow back to 3rd.
Back here at the outside almost. It's not even. Pretty sure Schulte is driving at 9/10 now, probably not risking things and just scoring maximum points in case Nicky is trying to make a late charge for the championship in the last race next. At some point, I think it's in either 1 week or 2 weeks, I don't really know.
2 weeks time
2 weeks.
Here from our director. So Arrow tries to go to the inside of Ascana B. To that fast left he does. Cubini also takes that advantage. And Schulte also behind. Barnick's just sitting back watching this, waiting for them to take each other out.
ultimate place, but who knows, maybe it could have actually gained himself because he's not going to get involved into any accidents in front of him. He's also now getting passed by Barnick, probably by Maverick in a second. Nothing happens for the chicane, which I have probably cursed about 20 million times already this year, including Super GT.
Cubini, is he going to try to the inside in the final corner? No, he's going to
better off.
He's going to try to that long run, yes.
Which hasn't worked. Well, it kind of has, but not well enough.
That's not gone well. Mav gets around Barnick. Ascana B will try to go between these two. So 3 wide for third place, or fourth place, excuse me, down the main straight.
This is scary, really. Look how slow they're lapping at the moment. They're doing 3:13 as the fastest lap, and it's not, and it's being done by a guy has had the draft for most of the lap. We're 6 cars for the lead, 6 car fight for the lead. Oh, bit of contact between Ascona B and Maverick.
So Aero lead from Cubini. Schulte third. Barnick 4th, Mav 5th. It's going to be 6th. Top 6 all within 2 3/4 seconds of each other.
Oh, and Aero's almost spins. He's off the track. Just about saved it. Not
well, his chance at landing gone, I would presume.
We've seen a lot. We thought Nicky would be completely out of the race until he recovered, and then was out of the race again, and recovered, and then was out of the race again. So. Nothing's here today. We also saw that Schulte, who's now in 2nd, didn't have the ultimate pace in the first race, did he?
No. They seem to fall off through the race. I don't know if that was focus or by design, just to try and preserve himself. He was just driving fast enough to keep the heat in his tires, but not so fast that he would risk falling off.
It's going to be very interesting, well, talking about tires, interesting finals since it is TBO cars, who are usually not that easy on tires. That's why, you know, again, it surprises me that Nicky didn't even attempt to finish this race, because I know he's usually very good at TBOs. Next combo should have technically suited him.
And Barnick goes to the inside of Schulte through the north hairpin.
Schulte bit close with Barnick. Always the thing, you know, when you know that your main competitor is not in the race anymore. Do you drive less aggressive because you know that you basically got quite a big points advantage in the back, or do you drive more aggressive for the same reason because you know you can't lose much from where you are?
Battle back here for 8th between Devil and Joker. Oh, that's a good combo. The Devil and the Joker. Side by side down the pit straight.
Should be Spider-Man Joker really, but oh well. Spider Pig. Won't be able to make it around the outside unless he's pulling off an absolute bandit move, which nobody makes the switch back. He's through for now. Yeah, that's mostly how passes around the outside work. You just wait for the inside guy to miss his braking point and lose lots of time by going massively wide. And it seems that the car ahead looks like Excite Endy had a bit of a spin. because you look very slow out of 2.
Battle for third between Schulte and Mav.
And Barnick's already closed up to Patrick Kabinji. Actually, a lot
Mav
more
gets around
exciting.
Schulte, or works to get around Schulte. He's got the inside for the quick left-hander of the chicane. This is the index by about a half mile.
Probably tried to leave Schulte room, but then Schulte didn't try and attack the corner much.
And Schulte around the outside.
Oh, is that going to work? Not quite, he runs a bit too wide. That's the problem with these cars. They're very hard to keep online if you're trying to go past the corner, to the corner even.
Side by side with the fast left-hander. Schulte looks like he backs off a bit.
Maybe he's actually driving a bit, you know, more careful than he usually would. I mean, they are battling, but they're not battling hand and fist. Right up ahead, Barney's now very close to Kavinji. If he gets a good exit out to the final hairpin, he should have his draft quite easily out of the last corner, or down the start-finish straight. Patrick Kavinji running very wide, and he's now right with him now. Well, 2 times now. A bit unnecessary, but oh well. His draft early in 6th gear to gain as much advantage as he possibly can from not having any gear changes in between accelerations. And the fastest lap was 3:11.82.
But he completes, I think he completed that overtake too soon, because that lets Kubini get a run around the outside.
Of course, as well, the faster you go,
but that means Kubini hasn't made this corner easily.
Quite? Well, it looks like Barney seems to have the best, well, kind of handling, really, on the best pace of all the cars in the field.
Oh, Kubini gonna try slow in, fast out, but I think he didn't get the line one because Barnick didn't fall enough behind.
Ken blocked it around turn 2, around the outside. That was actually quite impressive. By Ken blocking, I mean drifting it, not rolling it. So everyone's in, we are on lap 5 of 11. LFST directed lap counter is of course not working as it should, because it would be awesome if it would, so it has decided to
take a
not work, yeah. It's pretty much everything.
It works like potato. So nothing. As it were.
That jack set on it broken. Is my conclusion. This stream is known for having issues, so why not have issues if you're known for it? Ooh, if Schulte wins this race, Nicky will have lost 54 points this round. And added to 12 he had before, that would be a 66 point gap, which would probably mean that he lost the championship coming into the final race. Which is going to be quite different from today's race. Maybe we can talk about that a bit.
Yeah, it's going to be on June 11th.
Okay,
16:30 UTC, or 18:30 UTC, pardon. Yes, TBO cars. The FXO will have 6% intake restriction, none for the Abbey 4, and 3% Luftrestriktor for the XRT. KY2R carrying national reverse.
35 laps will roughly take an hour and 15 minutes, I think, or something like that. Will also be a different qualifying format, 10-minute quali for all drivers, and then 1 lap shootout for the best, for the top 5. Determine the grid. And of course, full points as per, well, the usual points table for all 3 grids. The golden one you want to have, well, position-wise, is of course to be the winner in grid 1, because that gets you the most points. Not equal over all 3 grids, you score less in lower grids.
Get all the points.
Exactly, get all the points, and Nicky gets none of the points almost. If this was an NDI event, he would probably get minus points because he rage quit.
Exactly. Are you feeling me? You feels it?
I'm not quite sure.
Alright, so after 5 laps complete of 11, Barnick leads from Cubini. Maverick in 3rd, 4th. Current championship leader Schulte. Arrow 5th, 6th is gonna be. Excite Andy 7th. 8th Joker. 9th Devil. Dietmar 10th, 11th is Papax, Blackie in 12th, 13th Didi, Mensafest 14th, and Janole 15th, about a quarter of a lap behind.
I'm actually quite amazed at the combo for the next race.
According to our director, who has apparently enough hands and brains that he can calculate points for us while directing. Currently, Schulte would collect 179 points if the race ends now, with Nicky's drop result of 140 points coming into play again. That's only a loss of 39.
A loss in strand, but overall that would still be a gap of 51 points. And if I'm correct, which I can be because I'm looking at things that I haven't made up, 51 points in the points table is, well, if let's say Schulte, no, if he wins the next race, Schulte would have to finish lower than 7 for Nicky to win.
Oh, sorry, Andy, Excite Andy has spun out of the north hairpin. He was in a battle with Ascana B, so that'll bump Ascana B up to 6th.
Oh god, everyone has some rude battles here. We have a battle for 12 actually, which is not 12. Well, yeah, it is 12.
Dietmar and Blackie and Didi. Dietmar just a little ahead, so the battle is mostly between Blackie and Didi.
I am apparently correct, which is amazing.
Shocking.
Blackie runs a bit wide. Didi just says, "Oh yeah, thanks. I have some of that." And drives by him.
And Maverick gets around Cubini with a nice move in turn 1.
It's a very nice move, actually. Oh, Pat's gonna stick one up the inside. Almost said something now which I should have.
Side by side
into 3. And
Schulte
just
right close enough to be involved in the accident these two have. Mav right on. Oh, Mav!
Spins!
Oh, look how close Schulte was to that.
That's another place for Schulte, actually. Nicky's watching this, he'll probably start crying. He even attends the last race. I mean, he's rage quit this one. I'm not a mind reader. If I was, I would be probably the richest person in the world.
Well, you might be also the most insane person. I'm not sure you'd want to read minds.
Depends. If you have the choice to read minds, it's okay.
But what has been seen cannot be unseen, and what has been heard cannot be unheard.
Is that rule 35?
No.
Okay, that's not. I can live with that.
But of course there's always Rule 34 of the internet.
I think I know what that is. Kabinji.
Oh, Barnick has spun! Barnick, our leader, has spun! Committee gets around him!
And Schulte's now being overtaken.
Schulte has to battle for the lead now!
Oh my god, this is like 100% going into Schulte's direction at the moment.
I was just tapping to the field. I kid you not, I had just gotten to Barnick's car by tabbing. Just at the moment he started his spin. He just barely got onto the grass exiting that chicane and looked at...
Wow.
Top speed for Schulte, 173 kilometers an hour. Same for Kubini.
You can't really call that top speed.
Well, at least top speed on the particular street.
Still faster than
particular gearing.
Then Murray.
Jan Ole has joined the spectators. Not sure why.
This is really like heading Schulte's way. Just the whole situation. Nicky rage quit. He had a bad first race.
Now, well, is Kubini going to get a good enough run through turn 3 here to get a draft?
Yeah, very nice run. Schulte was a bit sideways there.
Now he needs to just keep it through the chicane.
It's going to be a hard job, really.
Oh,
again a bit big.
Perfect.
Schulte.
Gets the draft. He'll have the inside for the left-hand part of this fast chicane.
Out speeds up to 180 miles an hour and on the line.
Oh, but he gets it a little loose on the apex of the right-hander. So Schulte back into the lead. If Kubini can stay, he can get a draft through the Aston sweepers.
Oh, but runs a bit wide into the hairpin. That's more like different line, really.
He's going to try to the outside for this corner. He'll have the inside for the left-hander. Is he going to stay with it? He does. Schulte will let him through. Plays a little smart, not trying to risk himself yet.
Oh, he could have it through the hairpin, really. Whoa, that's very wide.
He's going to try and straighten up the braking area as much as he can. Kubini holds it tight. Barnick is closing up on this battle. We'll have a three-way battle for the lead here almost soon. Very soon. Excellent scrap for the lead here.
Bit of a slide from not Schulte, from Kabinji's car. Now we of course got to see 2 of the 20 million different lines you can take in the last section of AS Club. But Kabinji's have taken the better one. One of the better ones.
Schulte, I don't know if he has enough draft. No, I think he does have a little bit.
Fastest lap Barney after his spin.
He's driving mad.
We got the DRS button engaged and curves.
What DRS? How can they have DRS? What, does the roll hoop disappear for a second?
Yes.
Very safe, I would say.
The driver's head disappears for a second.
So Schulte right on the rear bumper bar of Kibini.
It's got a bumper. It's just
3 left,
right.
Well, might as well be a bumper. Pushing on board with Barney. All 3 together here.
They're already in top gear before he into the straight.
Yes, Barnick around Schulte.
Now,
hey, 2.5 laps to go. It took Barnick about 2 laps to get up to him again, so I think he knows what he's doing.
But behind them, of course, because the guys ahead are so slow, we have Maverick and Aero who are catching up. This could be very interesting.
Schulte gets close to Kibini again. 2:24.39 that split for Kibini, 2:24.34 even with all that battling with Schulte. 2:24.31. Schulte going to try a wide line into the final corner again.
Oh, but he's trying to switch back line now, which is a much better idea. It's right back with him, but he's going to pass him too early again.
Yeah, he's not even going to get any draft off him, hardly any draft.
But Kabinji went on the grass a bit, almost. So yeah, you have to twitch left a bit away from that edge.
Schulte leads the lap. We're now into the last but one lap, penultimate lap now.
No one does a Takuma Sato in the last lap.
Barnick closes in. All 3 able to draft each other now. Kibini going to try to the inside in turn 2. Schulte runs wide. He's going to try to get a switchback line sort of thing going on. He does have a bit of a better run than Kibini. Side by side, turn 3.
Kabini is scrubbing his tyres a lot in the slow corner and trying to actually give them more tyre time. Oh, now Barney's right back with Schulte.
Here we go. This is going to be a barn burner of a finish, I'm sure.
Barney drops back. We're not going to see any pictures going like dive bomb to turn 1, they said, win the race, they said.
Mav gets around Aero, so Mav into 4th.
Kabinji big slide through the left right.
he try to get clear going into the fast left? He does get clear. Cubini though still has left. Can he get enough? Can he try a move into the hairpin here? Schulte pulls left. Cubini dives! They make contact! Boarding slow! Cubini's got spun! Cubini's been spun!
Is that the race? Is that the race?
That's the race for Cubini for sure. Does Bartek have enough time to catch Schulte? And I think it is, because Bartek looked like he had to slow down just a little bit to avoid the grass coming out of that chicane.
Schulte kind of turned it. He probably didn't expect Patrick Cubini to have such a straight line. I mean, he even locked up coming into the hairpin.
Final lap now.
Now it's actually Cubini versus Joker for it's 5th place.
Cubini with a bit of a red clutch after that now.
Yeah, obviously with long gears and flat shifting plus spinning with throttle on, you're gonna give your clutch a bit of a barbecue time.
Barbecue. So Joker gets around Cubini down the main straight. It looks like everything has gone Schulte's way in this race in the end. He's still got about 3/4 of a lap to go though. And you know, anything can happen, and it usually does.
Split.
Oh, Cubini's run wide into turn 2! Cubini's run wide turn 2! And he goes first into the wall! He's done! He's done!
No way! That is
I think he's so close to the wall that he can't even bounce himself out. He's gonna try.
Can't do that anymore with the barrier physics since patch.
Oh, and Mav's off! Mav went off at the top of the hill, and that lets Arrow into 3rd. It's all kicking off in the last lap dump.
It's a bit lack of concentration almost, it seems. Also, Barney nowhere near as fast as Schulte in the second split or second sector. That could have been an easy win. I mean, that would just be perfect for his championships, or championship even. I mean, he's been well. He had over the course of the last 7, 8 seasons even. He's had 110, 7, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and Cityliga 14. So that could be his first championship quite easy, and it's looking better than ever for that.
He's only got about 3 or 4 more corners to go! Oh no! Oh, that was a bit scary.
Fluid, like
right
Michael
side
Schumacher
wheels.
in the USGP that one year, he just randomly spun.
Yes. Oh yeah, redrew the course and decided he didn't like turn 2, so he skipped it.
No, it wasn't the last few hairpins before that bit that leads you back onto the oval. I think it might have been like 2000, 2001, something like that.
So out of the final corner, and Schulte will take the win, and with that likely the championship. It's not mathematically clinched yet,
but well,
he's in a very good position. Barnick 2nd, Arrow will come in 3rd, Maverick 4th, Battle for 5th as they come across the line. Joker and Andy gets it by the wheels, by the front nose of the car.
A 0.02 of a second.
Escalabi comes in 7th, so good finish for him after starting on pole, getting some bad luck. Devil coming to line in 8th. Ninth will be Papax. Unfortunate race for him. Wreck on the start. Mensafest. In 11th, Joker with a bit of a chat before chat's been officially open. What if that'll be a penalty? Blocky 12th. Dietmar 13th. And Cubini finally joins the spectator. So only 13 of 16 starters finished the race.
And that's round 9.
So Schulte takes 189 points.
That's, well, quite high score. That's, I think, 11 off the maximum possible score you can take off a race. Or a round, rather.
That's correct.
Nicky gets... not very... Nicky gets... let me check just a second. Nicky gets 150... no, half of what 152 is, so 76? And of course you gotta take the... oh yeah, Nicky's result will be dropped, obviously, since you have 2 drop rounds. Only the 8 best results count towards the championship.
So Nicky will be 67 points behind going into the final round. And Heroes of Racing clinched the team title today. Take a look at a few replays here. So we'll take a look at Nicky Jakovic's quitting incident first. Here in race 2. So watching Nicky as he run the outside in turn 3. I believe it was sometime during lap 1 that he quit. I was busy talking to some people afterward, trying to set up some interviews here, see what happened with Nicky. I believe, if I remember right, he did just quit in his spin. Yeah, he just spun, got on the curb. It looks like he just got on the curb there, spun, and just decided to quit it. Alright, we'll take a look at Barnick's spin in lap 8 now. Alright, there it is. We see a quick look at the spin there. As we joined it just as it started happening. You see a little wide. On board now. Oh, I think he clipped the grass on the way in. It was already oversteering towards the outside of the corner. And then just clipping the grass with the power line just completed that spinning action. And taking a look at all the action with Cubini and Barnick, etc. on the final lap. That was good battling up until this point. Yeah, Cubini just looked slow. Looked like Barnick was just trying to get a little bit of optimism, make the move. And Cubini tries to go to the inside. Barnick, I don't think Barnick was sure he was even there. Or didn't expect him to be quite there. So that's what started Cubini spinning. And Barnick just couldn't slow down in time, I don't think.
Soll ich Stelle hochziehen?
Hallo.
Well, it looks like we've got top three from today's action. Some of today's action. Well, we'll start with we've got Shruti, Arrow, and Chris Barnick here with us in the TeamSpeak. Good evening to you all. We'll be having Thilo Falkenberg do some translation through the TeamSpeak chat facility. I'll be, and then I will have to read out his response. So we'll start with Shruti. Shruti, congratulations on your win.
Thanks.
And you are all welcome to try the English first as best you can. So Shruti, congratulations. Some great battling there at the end of race 2. Tell us about that.
Ich soll jetzt auf Deutsch sprechen. Yeah, ja, wo soll ich anfangen? In der Quali. Quali lief, also perfekt. Also hätte ich nicht erwartet, dass ich da auf Pol stehe am Ende. Und habe eine super Zeit dahin geknallt und konnte mich dann vor Niki ganz knapp platzieren. Am Start wusste ich, also zu den Rennen, zu den beiden, dass das Chris und Niki beide also wesentlich schneller sein werden. Dass Niki dann da die Fehler gemacht hat und ja, war für mich natürlich super. Dadurch konnte ich dann gute Punkte einsammeln. Und Chris hat dann verdient das erste Rennen gewonnen. Im zweiten, ja, das waren sehr schöne Zweikämpfe. Also mit Patrick und Chris, zwischendurch mit Mav auch nochmal. Und ich konnte dann profitieren ebenfalls durch Dreher von Chris und bin am Ende dann glücklicher Erster geworden und durch den Ausfall von Niki scheinbar Gesamtsieger.
And the translation of that into English, qualifying was perfect, unexpectedly on pole, great time and barely in front of Niki. I knew Chris and Niki would be faster. That Niki made mistakes was fortunate for me, so I could collect some good points. Chris won the first race. Race 2 had great battles with Chris, Mav, and so on. Due to the retirement of Niki, I might be the champion. Alright, so that's the first response from Shruti. We'll come back to Shruti in a minute here. We'll go with Chris next. Chris, good racing from you. Good pace. What was the secret to your fast pace all weekend?
Oh, das Geheimnis war eigentlich eher so die Trainingsrunden. Damit ich schnell sein kann, muss ich mal viel trainieren. Jetzt hatte ich mal die Zeit dazu. Gut, für die in der Qualifikation lief halt nicht so, wie ich mir das vorgestellt hatte, aber dafür war das Rennende genau so, wie ich mir das vorgestellt hatte. Zweite Rennen aus eigener Blödheit, denn Führung verloren. Waren noch schöne Zweikämpfe da vorne, aber mehr war dann nicht machbar als zweiter Platz. Aber trotzdem bin ich sehr zufrieden. Gratulation an Shudi.
Chris says, the secret was the training. I for once had time to train. Qualifying was not that great, but the races went well. Race 2, I was dumb losing the lead. Congratulations to Susi.
Schön zusammengefasst.
Chris, in regards to your mistake in race 2, that spin, can you give us a bit of perhaps what happened? Do you know what happened? Do you know how that happened?
Uff, ja, bin halt blöd in dieser Überführung zur normalen Strecke, da bin ich halt zu weit nach rechts gekommen, auf dem Rasen, hab mich weggedreht und hab dann noch Kubini und Shooty an mir vorbeifahren sehen und dachte, okay, jetzt musst du wieder Gas geben. War alle zu spät.
Reply to that is, well, I was too far onto the grass, spun around, I saw the cars driving by me and thought, now back on throttle again. It was a good quick recovery, Chris, and that will come back to you also in a moment. Arrow, we'll come to you now. Not too bad of a race, good performance, good battle with Maverick. Give us kind of a summary of your race from your point of view.
Ja, die Qualifikation lief soweit ganz gut eigentlich. Bis auf, ja, es war halt nur das möglich, was ich abgeliefert habe. Für mich jetzt. Ja, soweit zum Rennen. Ja. Bin dann halt mal in der ersten oder zweiten Runde habe ich den Schlenker in der Korkenzieher-Schikane gemacht und ja, habe ich eigentlich nur noch auf Ankommen gesetzt.
The reply is, qualifying was good. A part of it, I achieved the maximum I could do. In the first or second lap, I had a wiggle in the Eau Rouge and then went for just finishing the race. Go to Chris again. Chris, going into this final round at Kyoto National, do you feel you have the time to prepare and the ability to be fast again in this race?
Ja, das kann ich jetzt so nicht sagen. Muss ich erstmal gucken, ob ich Zeit zum Trainieren habe, aber ist jetzt auch so eine Combo, die mir irgendwie nicht wirklich zusagt. Aber kann ich in dem Moment noch nicht zu sagen. Mal gucken.
Chris says, well, I can't tell. Must take a look into the training. It is not my favorite combo. Just can't say anything about it yet. All right, Chris, thank you. Shoot the final question that will need to be English translated from you. What are you looking forward to going into this last round?
Ja, sind eine schöne Klasse, die TBOs, also die gefallen mir sehr gut. Und ist ganz klar, dass ich dann auch da wieder mit vorne mitmischen möchte. Und ja, schauen wir mal.
Algard jetzt wunde Finger.
Well, it is a nice class for the turbos. I want to be there at front again. Let's take a look forward to it. Alright, that's good comments from all of you. The thing that I always ask when I do these interviews, the final thing I ask is I ask for everyone that I've interviewed to give some general comments, about the race, about maybe just this kind of series, the race, the race we've just finished, the next race, and what's upcoming for maybe themselves or just their kind of general take on the season so far. And I ask that to be done in native language, which is obviously German for all of you. So we'll start with Shunti.
Jetzt? Was? Nochmal dasselbe. Okay. Ja, ich hatte eigentlich alles schon gesagt, also die Leute, die mich verstehen auf Deutsch. War ein schönes Rennen, also das hätte ich nicht gedacht, dass ich mit dieser Combo so gut zurechtkomme. Ich hatte mit mehr Fehlern gerechnet von meiner Seite aus, weil ich komme mit diesem Auto überhaupt nicht zurecht. Und ja, es lief einfach gut. Das Rennen am heutigen Abend.
Alright, thank you. Really, congratulations. Chris next.
Ja. Was soll ich jetzt dazu noch sagen? Im Endeffekt habe ich das Ziel erreicht, was ich wollte. Ziemlich vorne mitfahren. Hat funktioniert. Gab viele Zweikämpfe, hat Spaß gemacht. Freue mich aufs nächste Rennen. Vielleicht, weiß ich nicht. Grüß meine Mama.
Alrighty, thank you, Chris. And Arrow.
Ja, war ein super Renntag heute. Das Ziel von unserem BC Raute 2 Team haben wir, glaube ich, geknackt heute. Dass wir an der Raute 1 vorbeigehen. Ja, grüße damit nochmal die ganzen BCler und das war's eigentlich.
Alright, thank you to you three. You're free to go now. 3 and others will be in the final round in 2 weeks' time on June 11th, 2012 at 2030 Central European Time. That'll be 1830 UTC from Kyoto Ring National reversed. 35 laps of a race, Super Bowl qualification with the turbo cars. Should be an interesting race. It'll be live right here on NDR TV, but also our German counterparts on simrace.tv. Thanks to Thilo Falkenberg for providing the stream. Of course, thanks to the admins of Cityliga 15. For Dominic Engel, I'm John Palmer saying so long, everyone.